My wife, Tanya, she has what's called locked-in syndrome. And pretty much that means that she can feel her body and she can hear and see, but she can't move anything at all except for her eyes, and she can only move them up and down. My wife was having some chronic coughing problems, and over a space of about 5 months, it just couldn't be resolved. So she went in for day surgery to get some stuff done on her throat. So dropped her off and got a phone call later that day that there'd been a problem. And it was immediately apparent that something had gone horribly, horribly wrong. We found out over the course of the next 2 weeks that she had something called locked-in syndrome. And this came about as a result of a stroke to the base of her brainstem. She can breathe by herself. She can't open her mouth. She can't eat. She can look up for yes and down for no. So we can communicate in a fashion, but it's taken a lot of getting used to. Tanya and I used to be extremely active. We lived in Colorado, next to Rocky Mountains, snowboarding, snowshoeing, camping in the snow. Our idea of a great weekend was in an expedition tent in the middle of the wilderness, in the snow, rugged up together in a sleeping bag, and we were happy with basically only what we could carry on our backs. And that was a realisation for us very early in our relationship. It didn't matter what happened, whether we lost our jobs, as long as we could be together. And the worst thing about this entire journey was not being together. Well, we were facing the prospect of trying to find a living situation that where I could live with Tanya in care, and nobody did that. I was distraught constantly. But then we found someone who could, and that was SA Care. I am a completely different person from what I was before. And Tanya is a completely different person as well, but we're still fundamentally the same couple. But we've only been a couple again since 5th of December last year, when we were able to live together again. And so because of that, we feel fortunate. And so we find ourselves in a situation where we're supported in a fantastically fitted out facility with enough care staff, the right care staff, and it's like home. It's as close to being like home as it was before, except my wife is unwell, so, but we consider ourselves quite fortunate.